I've tried to film this video so many times, and anytime I film it, it just doesn't work. So I changed out of my clothes. I'm now wearing a very comfortable hoodie, and I have my iced coffee, and we're gonna try it again. Hi you guys, my name is Olivia and I am 18 years old. I started my small business exactly 4.5 months ago, and today I'm going to be answering all the questions you guys have and just tell you a little bit more about myself and how I started my business. I asked you to ask me questions on my business account on Instagram and also on my main account on Instagram, so I'll leave both those ads right here, and I'm just gonna start by answering one of them. Someone asked me how old I am, and I am 18, and someone else asked me if I go to college, and I do. I go to community college right now, which is local for me, and it is all online. Someone asked me what inspired me to start my business and how I came up with the idea to have Hmong merch. So my business account on Instagram actually started off by me just selling my clothes. It was called like Olivia's Open Closet. I'll like insert a screenshot right here. And I did that over the summer because I was moving and I just had a bunch of old clothes that I just needed to get rid of or was just gonna be donated, and that's how that happened. As for making Hmong designs and finally switching from Olivia's Open Closet to Threads.fromvi, which is what it is now, I was going to Southern California to stay with my aunt after we moved out of our house, and I was just scrolling through TikTok and I saw this girl who was Filipino, and she was like wearing a jacket, a zip-up jacket, and it had the Filipino flag on it, and I just thought that was so cool. I've just never really seen Hmong people like have that representation, have that pride by wearing like modern style Hmong clothes, and I just wanted to do it, and I was just like, how come Hmong people can't have that? And I was like, I'm gonna do it. That's how I started like making Hmong designs and stuff. I remember in that 9-hour drive from Northern California to Southern California, I drafted my first 3 designs there, and I only released one when I first came back up to Northern California. Someone asked me what was my starting cost for my business, and I don't remember what it is, but I remember I paid like for everything. I didn't let my parents pay for anything because I was like, I didn't want to tell them, and I also didn't want to like ask them for money. Started my business, I started selling on Instagram, and I didn't have to buy a website or anything like that, so my starting cost was really low. It was $93.91. I bought a shipping scale, poly mailers, and then I bought all like the stuff to like paint on my sweaters, and then I bought one sweater. Someone asked me how many sales did I get from my first launch and so forth. So for my very first launch, I think I sold 15 sweaters, and then my second launch I sold 20. My third launch was, I think, I doubled in sales my third launch. So I sold 20 in my second launch, and then my third launch I hit 40 sales. And this sale I think I hit 55. I'm not too sure. A thing to keep in mind is my business is ran really weird, to be honest. Another thing to note is that I make by order, and I only open sales one time per month, and it'll only stay open for 7 to 8 days depending on the month, depending on how I feel, honestly, and like if people are getting paid. So yeah, I usually open the 1st of every month, and then after that I close the 7th or the 8th, and then I will just work on orders and work on making them. Someone asked me what got me into doing YouTube, and actually I started YouTube when I was really young. I started when I was like 8 or 9, and I had these 2 friends who were girls, and we would hang out like every Sunday, and we would always do like everything together. And one of the girls was really into like photography and videography, so she would always like record stuff, and then she's the one who showed me how to edit and like got me into editing softwares and stuff like that. And even though we're not friends now, they taught me a lot, and they're the ones who like encouraged me to do it at that time, and they always supported me. This girl asked me, can you make a step-by-step video on how I started my clothing company? So here's my answer to that. When I was on my way to California, that's when I knew I wanted to start my own business, and I just started listening to YouTube videos on how I could do that. I created an Instagram business page, which is at Threads.fromvi, and I started to promote on TikTok a lot more. I started posting more consistently, and I started trying to gain followers on there. And I think now I'm at 21K, but at that time I was only at like 10,000 maybe. For Threads.fromvi, I started by painting my clothes. This is my most recent design, and I was gonna go through like a third-party company, and then I realized I don't have a job and I'm broke. So I thought the cheapest way to do to go around it was to be painting them instead. And that is exactly what I did. Painting them has saved me a lot of money, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna be switching to a print on demand service soon so that I don't have to deal with the shipping expenses and shipping costs and just leave it up to them. Someone asked me, when is the next drop and will there be a new design? So my next drop is going to be in January. I have a lot of plans for my business and I want to expand it so much more than just me making them in my bedroom. I invested a lot into my business this month, and I've been testing out a bunch of new products, and there is a new design coming out. I don't know when the release date will be, but I know it'll be in January, and if you want to keep updated, you can definitely follow my Instagram or even me on TikTok, because I'll definitely post there and I will tell you when it is released. What are some tips you would give to another small business owner? Patience. You have to be so patient, because it's just there's gonna be days where you get no sales, and there are gonna be days where you feel like your page isn't growing at all, but you just have to be super consistent and keep posting and just not give up. Someone asked me, when your business gets bigger, what else would you like to sell? So as of right now, I sell long sleeves, crew necks, and hoodies, but I want to sell joggers one day. I want to sell joggers, and I also want to sell beanies. I don't look good in beanies, but I think beanies are really cool, and I feel like people could pull them off. Or bucket hats. I want to do bucket hats. I think they're so cool. I don't know, backpacks would be cool too. But I mean, we're not really going anywhere. Or oh my gosh, those handbags. I don't know what they're called, but they look I'm just gonna get you mine. I'm not gonna put it in a photo. I'm gonna be too lazy. I'm in love with bags like this, and just imagine if someone had a bag like this and then Mong on it. Wouldn't that not be so cute? And you could be like, ha. Someone asked me if my family supports my business. I didn't tell them when I first started my business. Earlier in the video, I said I didn't ask my parents for any money, and the reason why I didn't ask is because they didn't know. I started my business and I did a whole month of sales before they found out. Just I didn't know if they were gonna support me at first, so I decided, I was just I'm just gonna do it and then make money and then tell them after I did it all. I feel like I do that a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm not a good child. I am, because I eventually told them and they support me. They just don't want it to take away from my studies, so as long as I do good in school, they'll let me keep my business open. But yeah, they like it though. They think it's very nice. Oh my gosh, I've been filming for so long, but that is it for my video. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Please follow me on my social medias, and yeah, if you guys have any more questions, you guys can leave a comment down below and I can answer them for you. And if you guys want more videos like this, please give it a thumbs up so I know. And I think that is basically it. I love you guys so much, and bye.